Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to week 2 of our writing. This week we're going to be starting to build a non-chronological report. Have a quick chat with your adult and see if you can work out what this might be. Well done if you said that a non-chronological report is a non-fiction piece of writing written not in time order. We are going to compile all of your work together into a class book, ready for Year 1 children to use next year and help them learn more about penguins. Today, we're going to focus on carrying out our research to find out more information about emperor penguins or other penguins if that's what you're interested in. So the first thing I'd like you to discuss with your adults, looking at an example of non-fiction texts, you might have one in your house, or if not, there is some on the Padlet. I want you to see if you can identify the main features. What might you expect to see when you're reading a non-fiction book? Pause the video now, and when you're ready, come back and we'll carry on. Okay, so very well done if you spotted any of the features at the top of this page. I've put lots of examples underneath for you to look at, and we're now going to look at some in more detail. On Padlet, you'll find a document called Examples of Non-Fiction Text Features. Open this up now so you can point to the things that you think you can see. Okay, as I read out the feature, I'd like you to try and spot it on the screen, or if you've printed it, spot it by pointing to it. Can you find a title? Can you find the introduction? Can you find a heading or a subheading? Can you find information which is written in sections? Can you spot any exciting facts? Are there any labelled pictures or diagrams? Can you spot any technical vocabulary? And is there an example of an index page, a contents page, or a glossary? Let's have a look all together. Well done if you spotted that Penguins and Their Chick was a title. It's nice and bold, it stands out, and there's a clear picture to show this to the reader. On the Meet the Penguins page, you'll see the introduction. It gives us a general overview about penguins. It doesn't give us any specific detail. It just tells the reader what they might be reading about if they carry on reading this book. On this page, you can see there is headings, labelled pictures and subheadings. On this page, the information has been boxed into sections. There's no need for you to actually draw boxes around your work, but actually writing it under subheadings makes it really easy for the reader to find the information they are looking for. On this page, we have some technical language, hatching and predator. Any non-fiction book you look at will be filled up with technical language, ready for you to learn about. And there was 3 examples of a contents page, an index page, and a glossary. We're about to do lots more work on contents and index pages, but a glossary is a page where words that people may not know the meaning to are written, almost like a mini topic dictionary. These can be really helpful if you're stuck with a particular word in non-fiction reading. Last week, you sent us so many questions about penguins that you wanted to know about, and I've put some of them on the board now. Have a look at these questions, read them to your adult, and maybe write down some of the ones that you are really interested in finding out the answers to. Pause the video now and come back when you're ready. Very quickly, I would like you to turn to your adult and tell them ways that you can find out answers to information you might not know. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, tell them. Well done if you said books, websites, the internet, or even videos. They can all help us. If you're really lucky, you might have somebody that you can call or email, or even write a letter to ask them if they know more about penguins. When we're writing non-fiction reports, we have to have headings, subheadings, to separate our information up. These headings will help guide our readers to the right place to find out the information they are looking for. Have a think with your adult now about some headings that you might like to investigate. Here's an example to help you if you're stuck. If you're writing about the diet, your heading might be, what do they eat? Or if you're writing about the appearance, you might write, what do they look like? Write down some of your own now and come back when you're ready. So for my research today, I am going to be using a book called Penguins, Meet the Heroes of a Frozen World. Now, this book is also available on our Padlet system for you to use if you want to, but it could be that you would like to use websites or other books that you have at home to help you. For our shared example today, I'm going to be looking at the question, what do penguins eat? In order to help me find information, I can use the contents and index pages to help me locate the correct information to answer my question. If I look at the contents page of this book, you'll see that page 22, the Iceberg Cafe, seems to be directly related to food and eating. When I look at page 22, I get up lots of information about food. However, in a non-fiction book, you normally find information is scattered among the pages related to other topics as well. In order to help us find this information, we have something called an index page at the back. The index page will tell you any page where eating or food or the topic you're looking for is referenced. So for example, I'm looking at feeding and all of these page numbers are listed. So it's now worth me not just using the main page, but also having a look at the information on the other pages to see if I can find out any new and exciting facts. Once we've found the relevant text, we then have to make notes, take the key information and put it into our own words before including it in our writing. If we're the experts, we have to make sure that we know what we're talking about. So here is the Iceberg Cafe page. This is the main page from the contents page. Lots of exciting information on there. Have a read of it now with your adult. After scanning through the other pages in the index, I picked out these 3 bits that I think could be helpful for me writing about eating and drinking. I'm not necessarily going to use everything. I'm just going to pick the key information and the information that I feel will provide the most information for my reader. So today, you are going to choose an area to research. You are going to become an expert in this area, and then you're going to share your expertise with your friends. This could be via sending us an email, and then we're going to put it onto Twitter or Padlet for you to use. You can choose to complete as many areas as you would like, but we'd like you to try to do at least 3. Here are some ideas. You're more than welcome to use your own questions from last week. The more the merrier. Here are our examples. How do penguins feed? How do adult penguins care for their young? How can you recognise different types of penguins? What is the life cycle or lifespan of a penguin? What is a penguin's habitat like? How do penguins keep warm in the freezing temperatures? On a piece of paper, we would like you to write the heading in the middle. Using the texts, the websites or the videos, all of which can be found on Padlet in the planning, we'd like you to research your chosen area. Try to use the contents and the index pages to help you find out extra information. Once you've read or watched some information, choose the key facts and write them in your own words, either on post-it notes or squares of paper. Stick these around your heading or paperclip them on if you can do this. Here is another link to some of the websites that might help you today. It's going to be really great to see your work via the email, and we're really excited to be able to share this with your friends and have your friends share their work with you. This way, you'll collect lots more information from each other and be able to use this in your reports later this week. Have fun researching today. We hope you find out lots of really amazing facts, and we can't wait to read about